Hello, folks. Hope we're all doing well. Just thought I'd pop on live for a little bit here. Got some chores to do, but I don't have to start them right yet. So I just thought I'd pop on and see who's paying attention. What's everybody getting up to today? Little tree scanning for you there. Not believing that one's going to make it. That was one they gave my son, my youngest son, in kindergarten. They gave everybody a tree for Earth Day, which I remember them doing that when I was a kid too. So I'm glad that tradition is still going, because we need more trees in this world. But they got to take better care of them in packaging, because I think they just throw them all around. And this one looked pretty darn beat up one time she got home, but I planted it anyway with the boy there, because he wanted to plant it, and so we did. And hopefully it will come back to life. But it's been a couple weeks and it hasn't looked any different. So I think we may be forced to abandon that poor little pine tree. If you folks are commenting, unfortunately I cannot see any of them, so I apologize if I'm missing any questions, any answers. Do a little flower scanning over here. Everything's down on the ground because we had a pretty bad storm come through yesterday with a lot of wind. And I heard across the way a tree crack and come on down. I watched it smack a few other trees on its way and said, you know what, I'm bringing all my stuff back down to ground level for a quick peace stop. Now, one update you guys don't know about yet is today I got all the pavers pulled up for the walkway down into the garden. And I didn't count how many there are. Y'all can pause the video and count if you want. I don't feel like it. But out of all of them, I think only 2 I'm going to have to give up. One is cracked. Well, that's that one right there. That one right here is cracked, but it's a clean crack. I think I can save that one. But a couple of them did crumble, but luckily most of them came up. And out of 6, about 3 inches of dirt in the worst spots, up there and down here, I was able to pull them up. So we're going to I'm not sure what I'm looking at there, Jacob. But anywho, yeah, we're going to get this here filled, leveled, reset. There's one of the ones that shattered. There's another small piece of one that's broken. After that, we'll be reinforcing those stairs, as well as adding a gate with a lock. And other than normal garden stuff, I'm not sure what my next project will be after that. Probably the storm door that's been sitting under the deck for the last 2 years. that I said I would get to right away. That's been 2 years. So that'll probably be the, actually, that'll probably be the project before the stairs. I do want to get that door back up. Because as of right now, I cannot have my front door open. Because, well, bugs, bees, who I have no problem with, as long as they stay in their house and not mine. So again, we've been live for a while. I've had a lot of folks pop in here and out, and again, I may be missing many comments. I don't know. So we'll hang out here for a little bit as the sun goes down behind the thick clouds, which I think means more rain coming. Which we were in a pretty high drought monitor, so we'll take it. Definitely we'll take it. I know after the first 2 heavy rains yesterday and last night, I know the quality isn't good, but I have some Gerber daisies there that were pretty much dead from the 95 degree days. And then after these rainstorms, I thought I was going to have to pull them out. I thought it was a neat little feature because my little water runoff detours around it for a nice little island. But I thought I was going to have to pull it out. But luckily, as Grandma always said, the rain feeds. And they came back to life pretty much overnight. So that was really nice to see when I walked out to the garden this morning. Looks like our viewer level has dropped to 0 at 10 minutes in. Well, we'll hang out a little bit longer and see if anybody pops in. I'm hoping to see my friend Shamrock hop in and say hey. If y'all haven't checked out his channel, Shamrock 2.0, give him a look up, give him a follow, or a subscribe, whatever the hell you do on this platform. Which I think is subscribe, but either or. Check him out. Dude's good on the guitar. He cooks. I assume he cleans. Pete stops with a gnome pit crew. These are my autumn gnomes that hang on the front porch. Usually starting in September, late August, until about Christmas time. Then they come back out here and hang out. Sitting out here nice and quiet, listening to some of the evening birds as they get ready for their nighttime routines. Listen to the creek run by. I mean, I got a lot of problems, but it could definitely be worse. I like my little property here. May not be big, but it's ours. No, she may not be big, but she's our own little piece, our own little oasis. So I'll keep doing what I can to make it nicer. And I think I can skip the two broken pavers, because those last two shooting past kind of look a little odd. So like I said, we're gonna fill in and level everything out, and we'll put all but two of the pavers back in. Maybe reset them a little bit in the line with that flower box, or flower box there, and then boop 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 all the way up to the stairs. At least I can say I have a plan. Can't say that very often. So if anybody is watching, please drop a chat. I just want to make sure this darn thing is working. Say hi, tell me to go to hell, anything. Alright, well, we'll give this another minute, and if nobody pops in and says anything, I think we're going to call it quits. And I'll get started on my chores. So we'll give it a little bit longer. If anybody's watching, drop a chat. Let me know that you're hanging out. And we'll keep rolling. Maybe we'll get lucky and even see my buddy pop in. Kind of want me a cup of coffee, but it's going on 9 o'clock my time. And I slept horribly last night, so I don't think that might be the best idea. And I don't buy decaf, so I'll probably end up making a cup of coffee anyways. But for now, I'll drink my soda pop out of my old school McDonald's tumbler, or whatever you want to call it. Found it for $1 at a thrift store, and I couldn't say no. It was just too retro cool. Plus, I do have some history with the company, so not all of it negative. The end of it negative, but not all of it negative. But I don't think I'd ever be hired back. So again, if you guys are dropping any chats for whatever reason, I cannot see them. So I do apologize if I'm missing any comments, questions, insults, etc. I do see the hearts and the other such, those things popping up, so thanks for that. Little shot of the pool. It's actually a nice little pool. I told the kids 7 p.m. is adult swim. Once the nice weather hits, we had a couple 90-degree days, so I put it out for them, and they got to enjoy it. The wife got to enjoy it for a little while. It's got a little seat in the front there you can see you can kind of lean back on. But it also has a canopy, which is in the basement right now because of the windstorm. And it's actually a pretty cool little setup. All right. We'll probably end this at the 20-minute mark because I'm starting to feel some raindrops here, so might as well get started on my other stuff. All right, friends. Well, hopefully the chat function gets corrected because I've heard other folks had issues too. A friend of mine said he had an issue, I think. So hopefully with the next live, we'll be able to talk more together. But we're going to go ahead and cut her here. Hope everybody has a wonderful evening and take care of yourselves.